How's it going, everybody, and welcome back once again to the Algol Star System, and let's play Phantasy Star 4. So, we are standing outside of the town of Tyler on the planet of Desolus right now. I have spent an hour or so leveling up, and as you can see, we've all gone up quite a bit, all in the low to mid-30s now, which should make the enemies' encounters in the air castle quite a bit simpler. We've now got the best gear we can have, which we did not have the last time we went. So we are much better prepared for this run. So let's go ahead and head in and hunt down the Eclipse Torch that has been stolen and taken to the air castle. And of course, there's always the... I still don't know whether I believe it, but there's still talk that Dark Force is still alive, even after we defeated him. And he has brought back Lashik. And the idea of fighting him again does not make me particularly happy. We got some Dimension Worms to start things off. Let's see how this goes this time. Now, we'll still only be able to do 1 damage to these, but we should take far less. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. That's significantly better also. Yeah, this is gonna go a lot better now. They were doing like 70 damage to Rune before. Taking a lot less damage from Gra also. We are definitely much better prepared for this round. Gotta love that remixed Phantasy Star 1 dungeon music in this area. They only use it in 1 or 2 places in this game, but oh, it's awesome! We are going to try to take the most direct route possible through here, as we've already collected a majority of the treasures. If I remember right, we were actually a majority of the way through the dungeon last time. But I have a feeling with where we were sitting, the boss would have handed it to us. We just really were not ready for what we were up against. Got a pair of Spectres here. Let's take these out. That can still hurt. Head up the stairs. And out once onto the top of the castle. Now we head this way, I do believe. I'm probably being a bit too cocky here. I should really... Actually, I'll use Chaz's heals, because his is the least useful in actual combat. And Res for Rune. Chaz himself should be fine still. Ooh, this isn't good. Okay, I've set up a new macro, and we're going to use it here. As you can see, it's just the attack all macro. We can hopefully use this to wipe some of these kind of groups out before we take too much damage from them. Now Chaz needs a key res. Ren we don't have to worry about too much, because he recovers HP just by walking around just like Demi did. Another set of Dimension Worms. We can take these pretty easily again. Rika's a little beat up now. Crap. Probably better throw her a heal this round. She's learned Na-Res, as you can see. I'm probably thinking to do like a sub-video here pretty soon, once we get more of kind of the final abilities, and I'll kind of run through the skills and what each one does, since they all have such weird names. Like, some of them you guys know now just from seeing me use them all the time. Anti is obvious. Rimpa is cure paralysis. Res Na-Res is heal individual. Sar is heal group. Hinas, Ryuka, and Revere, you know. Ren doesn't have any. Blader Right and 2 Frost Sabers. This is a group we haven't fought yet since we returned here. Blader Right went down fast. Gi-Watt is obviously the mid-level electric spell. D-Ban, as you guys well know, is a works on all defense increase. We used that quite a bit towards the end of the Phantasy Star 2 Let's Play. And we use it quite a bit in this game also. Pretty much every boss we casted a couple of times. Rika knows that one. Okay, we got a surprise attack, so I'll just rip into these with regular attacks. Should pretty much be able to take care of these. Having Kyra with 2 slashers now makes a big difference in her damage output. Back outside. Back inside. Air Castle is a really cool dungeon, though. Just kind of neat coming back here after, 2,000 years. Anybody who's watched through the whole series and watched me play the Air Castle in Phantasy Star 1 knows what I'm talking about. Or if you've played it yourself. Oh, ambushed. That can hurt. 2 Bladerites. 1 Bladerite. Ow. Crap. Good. Chaz got that off before Red went, so she'll get experience still out of this. Not skill tech. Still have that problem, as you can see. Okay, we're going to focus on the stone heads again, because they do more damage than the dimension worms. He takes those out. Res to Rune after this battle. I don't want to go too much lower on Chaz's because I know we're going to be using some of his spells when we get to the boss. There's a level up for Kyra, and she learned Nafoi, which is the 3rd level fire spell. That's... Rika, Rez, Chaz. Let's grab that chest really quick. I wanted to use a macro, not run. It's the one problem I still run into is I get that little stutter. Oh boy, 2-dimension worms, and we got an ambush, so one will be dead but never get to attack. This one still got to do 50 damage to Rika, though. But yeah, Phantasy Star 4 is very opposite to Phantasy Star 2 in that with 4, your level ups actually make a good bit of difference. And it's clearly designed. It's the rascals who stole the Eclipse Torch. They're illusions? Okay, this is just the same conversation again. Whereas Phantasy Star 2, your equipment mattered more than your level. With Phantasy Star 4, your level makes just as much of a difference as your equipment. Also, with Phantasy Star 4, it makes a big difference in that it's about challenging boss fights and not so much just challenging random battles. The random battles are tough, don't get me wrong. You can still get your butt handed to you in a regular random fight, and you just saw from the fact that Ren almost got, wiped out. Rune almost got wiped out right there. But there are a lot more bosses, and the boss fights tend to be very challenging. Whereas there were only, I think, 4 boss fights in the entirety of Phantasy Star 2. As in, the whole game. And one of them was a battle you couldn't win. So that hardly counts. Air Castle is not the shortest of dungeons in this game. Frost Sabers and Blade of Right. See if we can't kill one of these things before they get to attack. Good. Go ahead, use Giwat on Rune. He don't care too much. Giwat not only has electric, but it also has ice properties. Which is why you see frost-type enemies using it. Two specters. One specter. No specters. Two-dimension worms and a double head. Stone heads. Ow. Not skill. Fortunately, Rune has so little HP that a Gi-Res is more than enough to heal him to full. Takes care of that. There's our Gi-Res. We don't need to heal again. Let's take these dimension worms out. C macro these guys. That takes them out nice and quick. You just gotta remember we do have limited uses on those abilities, so we don't want to overdo it. There's a Soul Dew. Surprise attack. Make sure all the attacks go where they do the most good. Now we should be able to keep that first dimension worm from ever getting off an attack either. The second one, probably not so much. I doubt the whole party goes before it gets a chance to attack. Huh? It did. Nice. That's a dead end. Should be getting pretty close, though. I think this might actually be... Yeah, this is it. So let's top off our health. What little we need to. Everybody else is only down 1 or 2 HP. Ha! You've come! However, we have no use for anyone but Lutz. And we have only one use for him. We will mutilate and kill him with these very hands. Zeathul. Well, we need to focus these down. Rayblade? No, almost forgot. D-Ban. A Fess. Barrier. And we'll have her use Nafwa. Gizan. Ow! Okay, that really hurt. Well, Chaz is down. Gisar. Revere. Barrier. We gotta focus on getting one of these down at least. That's what I was worried about. Fortunately, Chaz wasn't back up yet for that. Rayblade. Gisar. Fess. Let's get another barrier. Nafoy. Oh shoot, I needed to have Ren repair. Damn it. We're gonna have to use a repair kit next round, I think. One down, okay. Okay, we're still up and running. Rayblade. Let's do another Gisar, even though that's gonna pretty much tap her out. If Fess is out, let's do Tandle. You need to do Recover. And you do Nafoy again. That's doing good damage to these things. Okay. Rayblade's out, so Crosscut. We're going to do a Gi-Rez on Rika. Rune, you're going to do Tandle. We'll have you do Burst Rock. And you are going to switch over to healing and do a Gi-Rez on Rune, Kyra. In fact, at this point, you're going to have to be the main healer. Fortunately, we've got them down to 1. Command, crosscut, we've almost got this. Double slash, handle, flare, and Girez Rika. Whew. Level up for Chaz, level up for Rune, and he learned Negatus. That was a little rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, that was a little rough. Let's go ahead. Ah, they gave us a healing spot. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead. Because there's that one spot they were guarding about halfway back, so we need to walk back. I think we'll actually go ahead and wrap this first episode up here. Next episode, we will make our way back through the air castle, at least halfway. We will find that place they were guarding on the mid-floor, and then we will cast Henos, return to the entrance, and go through what they were guarding right at the entrance. As always, I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe, favorite, throw any feedback you may have into the comments below, because I always look forward to hearing from you. And we'll talk to you next time when we return to the Algol star system and to the Air Castle on Let's Play Phantasy Star 4. Thanks for watching. Farewell.